Hello and welcome to my beginner's guide for the Crew Motorfest. This is for people that are just starting out in the game, but also people that may be sitting on the fence thinking should they buy it or not. I'm going to be covering everything that the Crew Motorfest has to offer you today and hopefully give you some helping tips along the way. Please be sure to give this video a like and a share and subscribe also. Let's get into this. First, I just want to say what a great racing game the Crew Motorfest is. I am thoroughly enjoying it. I really like the Crew 2. I never played the first one in the series, but I felt the Crew 2 had a lot of potential and I got really stuck into it. They've taken everything that I've liked from the Crew 2 and they've just really excelled on that and made it such a better game. Driving physics as well, it feels so much better. The graphics are great and it feels like they've kind of like entered the Forza League, you know? They were just the league below before, it's now there. I'm not saying it's as good as Forza or better than Forza Horizon, but it's there. It is good. So when you first start playing the Crew Motorfest, there'll be like a cutscene at the start. You'll go through like the in-game sort of tutorial, and you're going to have to pick a playlist. Playlists are your main activity on the Crew Motorfest. There's loads of different playlists to do, and the first thing you're going to want to do is complete 3 of these playlists. I've done the 3 here. You can see at the end, these are the ones I've completed. I've done the American Muscle Series, I've done the Hawaiian Scenic Tour, and I've also done the Made in Japan playlist. So that is going to be your main focus from the get-go. You're going to unlock some cars, you're going to get some credits for doing all that as well, and just get more of a feel for the game while you go through them. Not only that though, you'll see that after you complete every single playlist, you unlock some more of that playlist in terms of challenges and side missions. If we just go into this muscle series here, so you've got the initial playlist that you have to do first of all. This is the same with every playlist, and on completion of it all, you'll have those side activities that you can go for and complete for more credits and XP, and you then have challenges. These challenges will require you to use certain cars and do certain things, and the aim, I guess, for every single playlist is to complete it, to complete all of the side activities, and to complete all of the challenges. So while that is your main focus, once you have done that and you've completed your first 3 playlists, what you unlock is the main stage, and this is your main monthly activity. I do believe this is like a season pass. If you've got the Ultimate Edition of the game, it will come with it, but if not, you probably have to pay for the seasonal pass each season, which lasts a month. And what comes with the main stage is you get weekly sort of activities. You can see at the top here, we've just finished the Muscle Power in the early access. We're currently on American Pop Culture. Then from the 20th to the 27th of September, there's the American Dust event. Finish with the American Racing event there from the 27th of September. We'll go over what each of these events are in a moment. But first, part of the main stage is that you've got 3 different activities that you need to level up. You basically got your solo activity on the left here. So this is like any activities that you're doing or anything that you're doing solo. You then have your kind of PvP activities. So this is for racing in the PvP events around the game, or also the summit challenges or the summit contest. And finally, you've got your free roam challenges. So this is just going around the open map, performing certain stuff, getting XP, and also leveling that up. Now, your aim of the monthly sort of pass is to work on XP for either one of these 3 sectors, so solo, PvP, or open world, and you want to level them up. As you level them up, and each of them, you're going to be getting rewards for that across the month. And once you've unlocked level 4 or the max level on just one of these, you're also going to get the legend timeline. Now, this legend timeline is basically your end goal every single month. As you can see here, complete the revisit, which is the solo, complete, which is the PvP, or the explore, which is the open world, to unlock legend. And once you've done that, every bit of XP you get is then going to be working on your legend track. And you'll just be getting rewards for this. So you get XP for level 1 on this legend track. You'll get this month some rare patriotic lines, Underglow. There's a car that you get, and then there's some in-game titles that you can get as well. So uncommon, rare, epic, and finally the legendary American Legend title. And that'll be your main sort of aim every month. You'll have your playlist activities that you'll be working towards. You'll be unlocking them as you go and completing challenges and side missions until they are all eventually done. And every single month there, the main stage monthly activity will have you earning XP to unlock further rewards, giving you weekly activities as well. And those weekly activities are the summit contests. So you can see here on the left side, ends in 5 days. We are currently on the All-American Pop culture events. And each week, what this has you do is compete against others in sort of like challenges. Now, most of the time, you will kind of be like locked to what car you can use. Sometimes they'll let you use whatever car you want. But one thing about the Crew Motorfest is that you're not just always going to be driving your favorite cars. It really does push you to drive all sorts of cars on the game and level up all sorts of cars. Mainly for this weekly activity, because they'll always want you to drive something that you probably don't use. And this is where it can kind of get fun and challenging at times, because you may have a car that you got to use that isn't leveled up so much, and it can be really fun. So with the weekly events, basically there's some races. This week we had a rally raid, then there was another rally raid with a Jeep Wrangler. There's a street tier 1 event with the Ford Mustang Boss. There was 2 of those. And then we also had a street tier again with the DeLorean. There's 2 races you had to do with that. Now, on each event, it basically scores you on how well you perform, and it's to a maximum of 100,000 points per each of these events. You can see some have done kind of poor on, some have done very well on, and then you have a total score as well in the top right-hand corner, and you're trying to get ranked within a certain league for even more rewards. There's also some like fun events on this. It's not just racing. We've got some speed traps this week, and we've got a slalom as well. So every week you will be focusing on this just to increase the event's XP. And as you go through each event that's on it for the week, you'll get some more rewards. Like there's an XP boost there. There's a credit boost as well along the way. And then finally, you got a legendary part as well for completing all 9 of the events. And then with the point system as well, the score that you get, depending on how many points you can get throughout the week, you're going to be ranked from platinum, gold, silver, or bronze. Your aim is obviously to get in the platinum rank for the most rewards. But to do that, you will have to be in the top 10,000, which means you've probably got to grind out these to get some really good scores across the board. Gold should be quite manageable every single week, to be honest with you. And then silver and bronze are probably for the less dedicated of player. If we come out of that as well, you can have a look at what rewards you're going to get for each ranked tier. Bronze is going to give you 50,000 XP at the end of the week if you get that. Silver, you get 10 legend points. Gold, you get a Dodge Charger. And for the Platinum award this week, you get the Dyno Underglow. So make sure you use the rewards that you get every week for these events to decide how much you put into it for what sort of rank you want to finish at. Now, I'd love the Dyno Underglow, but it's not the end of the world. I've only get the gold this week and get the Dodge Charger. I'm very happy with that. But look at that. You get legend points as well, which we'll go over in a moment, just for silver, which is very achievable, and the XP for just getting bronze, which is pretty much a guarantee. And that is the Crew Motorfest in a nutshell. That is where you're going to be spending most of your time completing playlists, challenges, side missions, a summit contest every week, and earning XP towards your main stage activities to complete all of the monthly activities as well to get all of those rewards. Now, I just want to touch on legend points, as we've just seen that as a reward there on the contest. If we go into our profile, you can see all the different cars here on the vehicles that you own, with the planes and boats that you might have. If you go on driver, this is where you can spend those legend points that you get. These legend points are a valuable resource in the game, along with credits and XP. The legend points are going to further enhance how good you can perform. There are 3 categories here, so you want to earn as many legend points as you can. You can keep up to a maximum of 1,000 unassigned, so you don't need to make decisions right away. But then you want to spend them in under comfort, vehicle, or gameplay. And if we just have a quick look on the gameplay, we can see some items here. You have a look at slippery. It increases the maximum multiplier by 0% at the minute in drift events. So if drifting's something that you like and you want to be able to get higher scores, it'd be good to spend some legend points here. So a maximum of 40 can go into this to improve that passive talent. And there's loads of other stuff. Again, you've got vehicle that you can have a look at as well, and you've got comfort as well. So while you are doing everything the game has to offer, this is also going to be your focus here, kind of like your end game focus in a way, to get these stacked into as much as you can with the legend points. And just a side note as well, Ubisoft have said that you're going to get 1 new playlist every season in the Crew Motorfest. So that means a new playlist each month to keep you going with new content as we go. And before we move on, just a few more activities that you'll be doing while you're playing the Crew Motorfest. We have the Grand Race, which is basically the PvP section of the game. There are 28 players. It's divided into 3 sections for 3 different car categories. And the rewards are very good for this. You don't have to win every race to get good rewards. You will get good rewards for competing. And it's like a multiplier then for people that do really well and like win the race or whatever. What I love about like PvP racing on the Crew Motorfest as well is we'll have a look at it in a minute. But every car has like a performance level. So you're capped to that performance level, which means it's very balanced. And you're not just going to be going against people that are going to have so much more speed than you and it's going to be impossible. There's obviously going to be the meta cars though. And you'll probably want to have a look at what cars people are using at the top of the leaderboards to know what they are. And on top of that, you have the Demolition Royale. This is kind of like a battle royale for the Crew Motorfest. You fight in crews of up to 4 people, and there's 8 crews in total for a 32-player match. You start in a zone that's going to reduce with time until only 1 crew is alive, and that crew is the winner. There are different types of bonuses that you get while you're playing this. There's like bonuses for damage, bonuses for shield, and it also gives you the opportunity to turn into a monster truck as well. And it's the same as the Grand Race. The rewards are very rewarding for this, and you'll have like a multiplier if you do very well. And then finally, every week you'll also be taking part in a custom show. The custom show is basically where you can just show off your cars. So you're going to want to be making them look as nice as possible. You'll be doing them up, and then when you enter them for the custom show, people can like walk around it like I am now and have a look at your cars. And if they really like the looks of yours because it stands out, they could approach your car and they could vote. So I'm just going to vote on this car here, and we'll cast our votes. And basically at the end of every week, the car that gets the most votes, you're going to get rewards for like winning the custom show. It's something cool in the game. It's something that you're going to be doing every single week, and you want to make sure you enter your own car. When you are voting, you can vote for multiple cars as well. It's not just one. So there's a few that you like. Make sure you vote on a few. And to enter your own car, you'll just be looking for a spot here that's empty, and it says register your car. I haven't done any cars up whatsoever, and the first time you click on it, it will explain how it works. And as you can see at the end there, you've got a chance of earning some special rewards. So once you click on enter a vehicle, you can have a look at your vehicle inventory, and you're kind of stuck on whatever the car theme is for that week. So this week is American pop culture, which means I can only enter one of these 3 vehicles, which is a part of that event. I haven't done any up, so if I was to enter one now, I'll probably just enter this one, which came with all that livery on it. So we'll click on enter there, and you do need to at least modify one part to get it in. Customization on Motorfest is really good. You can change the color, visual parts, vanity items, and livery. So you can really alter and make it very custom to you. And then once you're happy with whatever customizations you do, you can enter it for the event, and people can come and vote on it if they want to. And that is the Crew Motorfest in a nutshell. It is a very fun game. It's got a lot to keep you going every single week. And I just want to end on cars really, and how to collect cars and what you'll be doing with cars to level them up when you have them, and just discuss that performance level. From your inventory menu or your garage, you can see there's 604 cars to collect in the game. I currently have 19. And the best way to go about getting cars is completing all the activities in the game, but you also have a shop. In here, you can have a look at the vehicle catalog. You can save in-game credits to buy any vehicle that you want, but you can also use real money to get the premium credits to buy them as well if you want to. Some cars will have like mandatory stuff you got to do before you can buy them. There's planes and boats you can get as well. I'll explain all that as you go if you find something that you want. And a lot of cars are going to be unlocked through activities that you do and all of the monthly and weekly events that you have. Now, one thing I highly advise is when you're buying cars, with the Summit contest every week, it always has a theme around certain cars. And what I do, I always keep a nice amount of credits saved, because when the Summit challenges start, there's a lot of cars that they want you to use. And if you don't have them, or you don't have any of them, they'll always have an offer in the shop to get all of that current week's Summit challenge cars at a cut price. So for example, this week, if I wanted all 3 of the cars to take part in the Summit challenge, it would have cost me over 1 million credits. I was able to get all 3 cars in the offer for 800,000 credits. So do keep a nice buffer of credits available each week for the Summit challenges, because those offers are going to help you fill out your garage and a lesser cost. And finally, just to close off the video, one of the best things I like about this car game is how you level the car up. So you have a performance level for whichever car that you have. We're looking at my Mustang Shelby here. And the maximum I can get it to is 750. And to do that, as you're racing, you're going to be unlocking upgrades for the cars that you're using. And these upgrades can be equipped to your car. It's as simple as that. It's a very simple system. And I'm going to go into the upgrade menu now. And there's different tiles here where I can place items. If we just click on one of them, we can view all of the different tiles, and you can see there's pieces here that range from like 580, but then it goes all the way up to the best pieces that I've got there, which are 750, which is the performance tier cap for this car. And it also comes in different rarities. So you can see we've got like blue, we got green, there's grey, and there's then gold for like the top rarity. Each rarity is obviously going to be better the higher the tier, gold being the better. And not only that, if you click on some of these pieces, they come with like additional stats that you can spec into, so you can kind of create a build on your car, which is great if you're an RPG player like myself. I really like this, and it's random. It's RNG what sort of talents you get on these pieces when you get them. But this one we're looking at now, I can choose between one of these two items. I could go ventilated, where nitro refills by 1.3% during a jump, or I could go Goldfinger, where increased loot drop by 5.1%, which means I'll get some more loot. There's loads of different things in the game that you'll find on these pieces, and you'll be kind of like working towards creating the perfect build for your car while you are playing. And I really like that about this game. It's one of the best things I liked about the Crew too. And not only that, you have set bonuses as well. So this piece that I've got here is part of the Score Breaker set, and I can multiply points in feats by 2. I've only got 1 out of 7 of the pieces though, so I need to find more of these Score Breaker pieces to kind of like set it together to increase that stat as well. So imagine if this Score Breaker was a sort of like brand set that I really wanted. I'd want to find 7 of these, all with the right like talents on here that I wanted to make the perfect car build for my car. There's loads you can do around this, and loads of different build setups you can do, whether it's farming for credits, whether it's farming for XP, or whether it's just making your car as fast as it can be for races. You'll be looking at all the different pieces and saving ones that work very, very well for what you're trying to achieve. And that is everything for this beginner's guide for the Crew Motorfest. I do hope it's been helpful. I've got some more videos planned as I play through this game, so make sure you hit subscribe to catch those. Like the video as well and share it if it has been helpful today. And thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe and peace out.